Hi, welcome back. So I'm now in this live CD on the VirtualBox. But first of all, I'm gonna share something to you. When you have the difference with Linux and Windows in its how the way it handles hard disk is this. In Windows, you have C, D, and E, whatever you have, how many drives you have, and each C, D, and E can be attributed to a partition. It can be it can be a hard disk. It can be a partition. It can be a hard disk. It can also be a partition. It can be a hard disk, and it can be a partition. Okay, it's up to you. So that's how Windows works. In Linux, it's very different. Under Linux, when you have a hard disk, a partition, okay? What's the difference between a hard disk and partition? A hard disk is a physical. A partition is just separated blocks of space inside your hard disk. Under Linux, all of these is under the slash root. That's why I was telling you the home folder can be under the can be under this slash, and also the backups can under be this slash. Okay, the backups can be under this slash, and a separate hard disk can still under the root slash. Okay, maybe this one is boot. Okay, but everything is under this root slash. Okay, I hope that's clear to you. Why is it important? Because in the VirtualBox, I'm now logged in as Ubuntu. This is a live CD. If you go to the places, you can see here that these files are these drives are not yet mounted. But if you look at the computer, okay, and we mount it, for example, here in the this one, the 1 GB is my boot, and I know that if I mount it right now, this is the this is the boot. This is under this one. This boot, it's under this slash. Okay, this particular partition is under this slash. Okay, under the file system. So now, if I mount 80 GB, this one is my root. Okay, but you can see there's boot. Okay, just what I'm telling you, when you mount this root, the boot is under there, but not necessarily mean that um, this is under the root. Okay, it can be a separate hard disk. Okay, for all you know, just like the backups, it's a separate hard disk, but it's still under the root. Okay, I hope that's very clear to you. Unlike in Windows, when it's really separate, you assign a letter. Okay, in Linux, all is under the root. That's it. That's the keyword. The root is the top of the tree. Okay, so now that we mounted it, now we can also mount this backups. Okay, as you can see, this folder is under the root. Okay, but this is a separate hard disk. This is actually the 268 GB. Okay, so this is actually that one, but um, not necessarily just a folder. Okay, so why is this important? This is important because when when you have the root, the slash here, uh, you can we can delete now. No, that we won't. We can delete now the boot. Okay, this boot, we will delete this, and if we delete this, we can also delete our home folder. This is the home folder, the home partition, and the 80 GB, this is the root. Okay, now under there in Linux, there's what you call the etcfs tab. The etcfs tab, this is what figures out where to mount these things. um, these hard drives, the FS tab is the one figuring out where to mount them under the root. Okay, so that's why it's very important. As you can see, this file system, this is the file system of this VirtualBox. Okay, remember, I'm in a live CD. Okay, I'm not under any file system except that of the CD. This file system is the first hard disk. Okay, this is the this one. Okay, this 80 gigabytes. This is oh, where is that? This is this one. Okay, now under the boot is the other one. Oh, sorry. Under the boot, under this one. Now in the home, this one. Oh, this one, 86. Okay, now, oh, why can't it I'm confused. So anyway, I hope you can see that these are really separate partitions and hard disk, but they're just located under one file system. But this one doesn't contain anything because it's still gonna be mounted when you log into your computer. Okay, so now what we came here for in the live CD is that from this on the next video, I'm gonna show you how to delete the boot and then restore it. Let's also delete the root, this one, and then restore it. And also let's delete the home and then restore it. Okay?